Alright, this is the Fall Beginner Guitar class, video number 1, and we're just going to do a quick recap of things that we talked about last night and what we want to be practicing at home this week. So number 1, we had learned all the names of our strings, and so starting from the top, we have string E, we have string A, below that, then goes down to D, G, B, and E. And of course the cute little saying that you can use to help you remember that is Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Okay? So once you've got all of your strings tuned up to the appropriate letter and are ready to start practicing, the first thing that I would recommend working on is just kind of our pick holding. So I've got this cute little pink pick here, hopefully should be easy to see in the video. Remember, you want to make a nice tight fist, relax that fist, and then if you pull your thumb up, and it should be kind of going an opposite direction of your pointer finger, just slip the pick in, the pointy part of the pick here, coming right out from that tip joint. Should end up looking like this. So you're nice and relaxed, you're not squeezing hard, you're not completely tight with your fist, so just nice and relaxed all the way around, and then as you bring that up to the guitar, it should be really easy to pluck and hit each individual string. So let's start down at the bottom. So this is the string I call the little E string, also known as string 1, because sometimes we will refer to strings in numbers, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So smallest string up to the biggest string being the biggest number. So anyways, let's come down to the little E string, string 1, and just try a few down plucks. Just make sure that your hand is comfortable, make sure that you are moving from the wrist, not from the elbow. You'll have a lot more control. And once you're feeling good about that, start doing down, up strum. So down, up, down, up. And the goal here is to have as little movement as possible. If you feel like you're really swinging, that's just going to take too much time, and that's a habit that's hard to break and will kind of cause you to hit other strings you're not intending to as well. So as you're practicing this, it's called alternate picking, down, up, alternating. Try to make it as little movement as possible. So I'm going to get nice and close, and you can kind of watch how I do it. Now I'm going to move to the B string. Okay? So continue that process on all 6 strings. You can spend 3 or 4 minutes doing that. Just get really comfortable with your picking position and really comfortable with hitting each string down, up. Try to make it even volume so it's not louder when you go down or quieter when you go up, kind of a thing. Also remember with your sitting that you want the neck of the guitar angled up. If it's horizontal or if it's fallen below, it's going to be really hard to start to apply our left hand to the instrument. So you want to get into a sitting position that allows you to keep the neck up, whether you're crossing your leg, whether you're putting it on your left leg. You can use a strap actually, that's a great way to kind of hold it up. You can also buy a footstool as well. So just anything that you can do to get that neck up will make your job a lot easier. Alright, once you've kind of gotten through all your tuning and your picking practice, then we want to add in the left hand, and we're going to do that kind of 5th fret chromatic scale that we learned last night. So remember, the goal is to always push down right behind the fret wire on the tip of your finger. So I've come down to the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should be a dot on your guitar. Most guitars have this. And once you're on the tip of your finger and you're pushing right behind the fret wire, and oh yeah, of course your thumb, you want to be right behind the 6th fret while you're doing this exercise so you can be supporting all of your fingers evenly. You don't want to way down here or way up here. Okay, so middle of the back of the neck behind 6th fret. I believe Sean had come around and put little white dots for everyone to kind of help you remember. And then once your thumb's set, you won't move it. It'll just stay right there. You might rotate a little bit with the neck to reach the other strings, but you'll never move parallel to the neck. Okay, so once you're set, you're set. Now when you're doing this exercise, just go really slow and make sure you're hitting every note perfectly. Going fast will actually be detrimental to your success because it'll just be kind of a lot of buzzing and sloppiness. Our goal right now is just to get every finger to be able to make the note ring out. So I'll play through it slowly and you can kind of watch how I'm doing it. Watch my hand position. I'll see if I can get my picking hand in here as well so you can see. And this is how you want to practice at home. So I'll pluck my first note, make sure it sounds good. Here comes middle finger. Okay, it's right behind that fret wire. Not on the fret wire, but behind it. Now ring finger, and then pinky. So you should be on the 8th fret with your pinky finger at this point. Okay? And notice that I left all 4 fingers down as I went. Because once you get going fast with this warm-up, that's the best way, kind of the most efficient way to play. Again, we're not worried about speed right now, but we're kind of investing in our future, playing with good techniques so that we can play fast later on down the road, and it'll be easy, and it'll be fun. Alright, so once you finish that big E string, that top string, playing all 4 fingers, bring the pointer finger down to the A string, 5th fret, play all 4 notes again, and just keep on going all the way till you get to your pinky finger on the 8th fret of the little E string. Now, if it takes you a while to get there, again, no worries. That's what this week's all about, just developing coordination and strength in each individual finger. But once you make it all the way down to the bottom and you've been able to get every note to ring out, then you're going to flip it and go backwards. So pinky to ring to middle to pointer finger. Okay? You can't leave your fingers down as you go backwards because they'll kind of be in the way of the notes you're trying to get to. It only works as you're going down the strings. Physically down, I should say. The pitch is going up. And as we go up the strings, the pitch is going down. But you keep going in reverse order. All the way until you get back to 5th fret on the low E string with your pointer finger. Okay? So I would recommend doing this 4, 5, 6 times, really as much as your hand will let you before it starts to wear out. Remember we talked about the fact that you can do some stretching for your forearms both ways. You can kind of shake your hand out if you're starting to get sore. You're using a lot of muscles we don't normally use, so this can help you out kind of as a warm-up before you start playing. Now here's another trick you can do. If you want to start to get a little more picking practice in, do this 5th fret chromatic scale. Try 2 plucks per note. Down, up, down, up. And you can go all the way down, all the way back. You can also do 4 plucks per note for even more practice. Try to make it real even, keep it slow. If you want, you can tap your foot as you're playing. Down, up, down, up. And then you are trying to pluck with your foot. If that starts to get confusing, don't worry about that. But that is kind of a good way to start to develop a little bit of timing and a nice steady tempo. Okay? So again, these were kind of the practice goals for this week, was to sit well, guitar angled up, to hold our pick well, again, should be looking like that, okay? To use our left hand well, so thumb and staying in the back, using our pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, getting every single finger a chance to play, and developing that flexibility in our hand, okay? So if you can do that every single day, probably take you 5 to 10 minutes tops at this point, but then you'll be well on your way to developing what I call guitar hands, that will serve you well and let you play all kinds of fun, cool songs. Okay? So those are your practice goals for this week. if you want, here is a fun little extra credit piece that you can work on. This was the first piece I ever learned, and I don't know, I was a young 13-year-old boy, thought it was the coolest riff in the world, but it is kind of fun to play, and gives you something to kind of look forward to, and something fun to listen to. So I'm going to show you the riff to Smoke on the Water. You certainly don't have to practice it this week if you don't want to, but if you feel like you've got your picking down and your chromatic scale down, and you're looking for something a little fun to rock out on, then check this out. Here's how it goes. I'm going to play it all on the top string, so big E string, as I call it. And here's how the riff goes. It starts with just the open string, then you push down 3rd fret, and this whole riff is going to be played on the top string. Okay, then goes to 5th fret. So I'll play that first little riff again. It's 3 notes. 0, 3, 5. Okay. Then after that, it goes 0, 3, 6 fret, 5th fret. So I'll play the second riff for you here. This one's 4 notes. Notice right now I'm just playing everything with my pointer finger. That'll be fine for you for now. It's just it's usually kind of our strongest finger. It'll just kind of make it easy, and the riff works pretty well that way. Eventually we can try this riff out with kind of all of our fingers and get even faster. But this is a good starting point. Okay, so here's everything that we've done to that point. It goes 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. Here's the last riff. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. Okay? I'm going to try to angle a little bit more so you can kind of see my left hand better. Now I'm going to play the whole riff together so you can kind of hear what it sounds like at medium speed and then kind of full speed. So here's medium speed. Alright, and here's fast. And there you go. My thumb staying in the back, always being curved on the tip of my finger behind the fret wires. So if you're looking for a little bit of extra fun, a little bit of extra playing, enjoy that, and we will see you next week. Adios from the Catoctin School of Music.